Hello everybody, thank you so much again for joining me today on another one of our soapy time adventures. So today we're doing it again. We're making something on this channel that I have, a couple different techniques I've never done, and also using a fragrance I have never used in soap. So the fragrance we're going to be using today is 𝘝𝘪𝘴, and oh my gosh. If you have not smelled 𝘝𝘪𝘴, you need to smell it, and then you need to go to the nearest company that sells one and purchase it. I got mine from Midwest Fragrance Company. I also had one that I got from Flaming Candle, and both of them smell almost exact. I want to say they're identical. I do feel like Flaming Candles might be a little bit stronger, but the reason why I didn't have them, I'm not using them, is because Midwest Fragrance Company is amazing when it comes to their shipping. They ship out really fast, even over Black Friday. It was amazingly how fast they got it. Flaming Candle, not so much. It takes about, 2 weeks after you place your order. They move at the speed of snails. I love them. I love Flaming Candle, but their shipping is so slow that it's really frustrating. So, sorry, needed to grab a drink there. So we are going to be doing something I have not done before. I have seen this done many times on 𝘝𝘪𝘥𝘦𝘰. She has silicone mats that she puts in her soap molds. So what I did is I actually purchased these, and I don't know if you can see, it's like a sweater pattern. I found these on Etsy, and if she still has them, I'll leave a link down below. But I kind of bought all that she had, but this was last year. And I was going to use them on a 25-pound slab of soap and then never used them. I'm just trying to decide which way I want this to go. And so then I said I was just going to use it in my regular 2-pound loaf mold. So I had my husband measure out the bottom and cut them down for me. So this was the only silicone mold that I could find that had a sweater pattern on it. And it was only this long. So I bought 9 of them, thinking I'd be able to fit across a whole 25-pound slab. But no. We're not to that point yet in my life. I decided I don't really need, let's see, 4, 8, I don't need 65 bars of soap, ever, because then I wouldn't be able to make soap as often. So what we're going to do is, this is my regular blend of olive, coconut, palm kernel oil, cocoa butter, castor, and jojoba. And I have actually split off my colors. We're going to be using Trial by Fire from Nurture Soap. We're going to be using Preppy Blue from Mad Micas. And I thought these two colors together would be really fun in like a sweater pattern. And then for my base color, I'm actually going to be using Champagne. So it's going to be more of an off-white base. My coconut oil is quite yellow, and so when it comes out, it doesn't come out as creamy white as I want. It comes out more of a, more of a yellowish color. And I didn't want that. So that's why we're going to be using the Champagne in there for the base. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix everything up. Oh, I forgot to put my additives in there. I'll get that in just a second. And then I'm going to pour I'm going to pour the soap in here for the blue. And I don't think I'm going to scent it. And then I'll pour this on, and with my scraper, from what I've seen 𝘝𝘪𝘥𝘦𝘰 is that she takes it and then she just kind of scrapes it along like this to get it, to set in there, inside the grooves. And then I'm going to put it in my mold. Let me move my mold over here. So then I will set it in my mold. See how good that sets in there? How perfect. And then I'm going to do an in-the-pot swirl of the red, blue, and the Champagne in here, and then we're just going to pour it in. Then when I pull it out tomorrow and I turn it upside down, I'll pull this off, and then hopefully it's going to have a cute like sweater pattern in blue on the top. Now, if I was really ambitious, I would do some red, some blue, but this is kind of hard to be able, I think that's a little bit hard to do that. So I don't think I'm going to just try the blue this time, and then maybe I'll get a little more dangerous later. So I'm going to get my additives, which is my kaolin clay and my colloidal oats. I'm not making this a goat milk soap this time. And yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's get soaping. So I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing something majorly wrong. I don't know if it's because I haven't added the fragrance in yet, but this is what happens when you do things for the first time. I'm pretty sure it's because I haven't added the scent, and so the batter is really loose still. So I'm just going to paste this in here. I'm just going to paste it on. I guess, you know, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So, I don't know. Hopefully this is going to come across with what I want to do with it. It just seems to be, I also feel like the silicone, the recesses in here aren't thick enough. So every time I try to go over the top of it, it's just wiping it off. It's not sticking. So I'm not quite sure what I even need to do. You can see, I'm just gonna maybe just run this down to each edge and then to the other end. And then hopefully that's gonna coat it enough that we can, it'll get the look we're going for. I hope so. I don't know. I just don't know. So, okay. Onward, upward. Hello everyone, we're back to cut the sweater weather. So, now if you recall, remember I put those silicone mats at the bottom and I used the champagne. This is supposed to be white or like a off-white, and it turned really yellow. So I'm hoping that it didn't discolor because it wasn't supposed to discolor. So I'm hoping that once it oxidizes, it will maybe be a little bit better. I don't know, the bottom doesn't look that much better. Seems like with the air hitting it. Okay, so here's the silicone mold. Let's shove this a little over here so I can pull that off. So, oh, it turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Note to self, I need to make sure that I make a batch and have it thicker when I put it on there. So it didn't turn out as fabulous as I wanted, but I still think it looked pretty cool. So look at that. So it's not on the shadow. So right here we got a little bit thin, but right here looks really good. So I think that's usable. I think that that's not a fail. I think that is, I say it's a pass. Maybe a C if I was to give it a grade. Because maybe a C plus or B minus. I don't know. It still smells like so good. So you know what? It could be muddled and black for all I care because it still smells amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Let's see what's on the inside. See what we ended up with as far as worried about my colors, like I said before. Ooh, they look pretty cool. So remember, this is the bottom. I didn't really smooth that out, but we'll plane that off. So also, if you remember, it got kind of thick. So this fragrance oil said no acceleration, no ricing, and no discoloration, I believe, from the bottle. Where is the bottle? Let me grab it. Oh, I don't have it on here. I didn't write it on here, but I believe from the website. Now I could be wrong. I'll have to look and see. But it's discoloring. Can you see right there where it's even just from the oxidization, it's turning brown. So this off-white is going to turn this funky yellow color, which is disappointing because I really wanted this to be kind of a white sweater, looking pattern. This is definitely not a sweater pattern. So now my B minus has gone to maybe a C, but oh, isn't that cute right there? Look there's a heart right there. So, you know what? I'll still sell it because it smells amazing. So I think people will look past the funky design.